If anyone would ask me, I was maybe, I don't know, 4 years old or something. What do you want to be? I want to be a maid. Hi, my name is Melissa Coppel. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. I have a chocolate company with a business partner. It's called Jean Marie Bon Chocolates. And we just create all kinds of chocolates and confections.
I'm a planner, but I'm more like procrastination is key. My name is Chris Ford. I'm from Orlando, Florida, but I'm coming from Baltimore, Maryland. I'm the executive pastry chef of the Four Seasons Hotel and 3 Michael Mina outlets there.
Honestly, I normally drink 8 shots of espresso a day to function, and today it's only been 2. I'm Thomas Raquel. I'm the pastry chef at Arcadia Restaurant Chicago. This restaurant is, you have your challenges, and I feel like I am more creative as a chef.
I'm a collector of many things, tattoo being one of them. I'm probably about 65% covered. My name is Philip Spear. I am the culinary director for Uchi Restaurants. Uchi Restaurants is, at this point, a 3-restaurant group, and within a year we will be 5 restaurants.
Each of them, I think, has a shot at impressing the judges, and I think each of them could win.
My aesthetic that I always go for, I like it to be a little bit more on the floral side. So every dessert is almost like a woman. It's really soft, sensual. It's not something really aggressive.
Flavor-wise, I like it very simple, very, very simple, and clean flavors, something understandable. Okay, it looks beautiful, but put it in your mouth, close your eyes, and think, is it good or is it just pretty?
If I have to describe my cuisine, it's just a bit of whimsy somehow, something unexpected, just for fun.
My food is very much about passion and nostalgia, and every concept I have comes from somewhere. And I feel like the concept that I'm bringing tomorrow is going to be a big hit.
I have great competitors, especially meeting them and talking to them, and they're seasoned.
Pastry chefs always have mutual respect for each other. We're not a dime a dozen by any means.
If you're competing with the best, then you're pushing yourself. And even if you finish last, you just realize how bad you are and how much you need to push.
One of my mentors recently told me it's really not what you do there or who you compete against. It's more or less what you take from it.
This is my first competition, so a lot of nerves, a lot of anticipation.
Discover a new side of yourself, one that you've never really seen before.
The goal of this competition is to push the industry forward, to expose the very best pastry chefs working in the restaurants today. Every plate that we make has so many different techniques. It's the highest level of difficulty and artistry there is in our particular part of the field, in my opinion, and that's exactly what we're focusing on. So Chef Steelite has provided us with their new line of Rene Osorio China. We're really excited to return to an elegant style, round plates that really show off the food. Now, much of our plates are rectangle and larger, and food is spread out. So I'm very interested to see how you'll handle the use of this plate. Each of the rims has an interesting pattern that really spotlight the food that you're going to prepare. Who has the first selection for the plates? Thomas?
I think all of the 4 other plates had the aspect of wabi-sabi, which is, the perfection and imperfection. And I think that with the dessert that I'm doing tomorrow, it could read very Asian, but the flavors are not. The plate sort of fit in that kind of dessert.
Chris, what plate are you going to use?
There's definitely a plate that's super modern, there's a plate that's really classic and fine dining, and then there's a little bit more casual plates. There was one that was really, really cool and we all gravitated towards it, but I know I wanted a really nice thin plate. I didn't want anything chunky or anything like that because the vision I have for the dessert, I want it to be just that. I don't want it to be a cool plate. I want it to be even served in a cardboard box and they're just like, wow.
Actually, with the plates, I picked third. Actually, it's the plate that I wanted. So for some reason, no one took it. Everybody like kind of grabbed it and looked at it and like, oh, and for some reason, it ended up in mine.
Excellent.
Yeah, exactly. Every time, oh my God. Yeah.
I was almost like, God, Jimmy, did you really bake the plates you picked from all of Steelite? Because Steelite makes awesome plates. And he told us, he said, you know, I picked these plates on purpose to create a challenge and see how you can do this on a smaller round plate. And it will be a challenge because it's absolutely not what I wanted. Like that, if anything, was probably what I'm most upset about is the plate. Because, I mean, that's your canvas.
Please put those plates on your station.
Actually, I got the plate I wanted because it was the most plain of them all.
Each of you, based on the drawing of advantages, will pick from each category one ingredient. Once the ingredient is removed from the box, the other chefs cannot use it.
Oh, I totally think this year is more difficult because last year they had, I don't know, 40 ingredients. So if you cannot come up with something nice out of 40 ingredients, come on. Like right now, I think it's harder. But at the same time, I like it. You know, the challenge is always a nice thing.
Chris, go ahead and pick an ingredient from the Nielsen Massey Vanilla collection.
I kind of didn't want to be first in the pantry because I didn't want to be taking, you know I had 3 sets of eyes behind me cursing me.
What did you pick?
Madagascar bourbon.
Excellent. Tahitian vanilla beans, one of my favorites. Vanilla beans from Madagascar. And the Mexican vanilla bean. Let's move on to our gelato flavor.
Bilberry.
Bilberry.
Salted peanut.
Yummy, salted peanut. Pistachio. And hazelnut. Cat fruit puree. You want to take 2 kilos for now? Wild blueberries. Not a puree, that should be interesting. And there goes the organic currants. The berriolettes. And now products from Chocovic chocolate. The white Jana has, instead of milk powder, yogurt powder.
I was second pick on pantry, and Chris Ford actually picked one of the ingredients that I had kind of based.
That's off the table.
Correct.
And I really didn't think anyone would pick white chocolate because white chocolate is so not cool anymore. He did. He went and got white chocolate. So that kind of put a damper, but I actually, now that he's done so, I'm kind of excited because I've thought of a better idea.
Excellent. Samburano.
I guess I know.
Here's the Terracan. We're going to allow you to pick one more ingredient from any of the baskets of the ingredients remaining. You'll notice that we have also a new product, which is fruit nibs, various flavors. Ginger. Yes, this you'll have to use as well in some way as an enhancement ingredient. Thomas?
I'll pick what makes sense at that moment without thinking about the other ingredients. I didn't want to overthink it and try to conceptualize something in my head right at that moment because that, could work out or not. I wanted to just pick the flavors that made sense to me that, I personally enjoy.
Philip got my wild berries, Chris got my white chocolate, and then, the 3 of them, and then Thomas got my pistachio. So yeah, maybe it's gonna be the best dessert I've ever made in my life, so we're gonna push hard.
If I win, it will be amazing. If I lose, I'll probably just eat TV dinners at home.
It's not because someone else wins that I'm gonna feel bad. I'm gonna feel bad just because the feeling of I'm not good enough, it's gonna be there.
The past 2, I haven't been lucky enough to get the top spot. I've been very close, so I told myself, no, not again.
It's an honor to be here, to participate.
I'm kind of the older guy in the group, if you haven't noticed, and I've been doing this for a long time and really still have a great amount of passion for it and love for it.
I'm nervous about every single second.
I also have a wife, a mortgage, 2 kids, 2 dogs, 2 cars. I have to provide.
I'm gonna listen to Kanye West. It just gets my blood going.
I want to tell them a story of how this dessert came about.
Make sure the hair looks nice, focus, and come in here and just do my best.
It's almost like every single step I take is already calculated in my head.
I just want to be a good pastry chef one day, it's part of the process, so I hope I do a good job.
So I'll get here, I'll eat some breakfast, and I'll watch, and then I'll go, and then I'll collect my prize.